Hey everybody, Theta here, back in with the stone-faced reactions. Back with another episode of Gunbuster, obviously. You saw the title when you clicked on the episode. It's been a... Sorry, sorry, back in my head. Can't get past the, Bare Naked Ladies. It's been 1 week. Anyway, it's been a couple of days since my last recording. Because I think what I should probably do is do these every day, if not every other day, one episode. So that I'm not just doing what I did with Nadia, where I did like 3 or 4 a day, because Nadia wasn't that kind of show where I needed to like deep dive everything. Everything was almost like surface level, and if it wasn't surface level, then I probably wasn't gonna get it just doing one episode, right? Whereas shows like this, I think I need to take this one more seriously because I thought I was going to be able to treat it like Gurren Lagann, which every time I watch Gurren Lagann, I just like binge because I can't help it. I need to watch the next episode. Not saying I don't hear. I would love to be able to just like watch the whole show in one sitting, but I feel like I miss too much or I don't comment enough. And I think y'all know how we handle the other shows that we're doing in duos, me and Griff. Tends to be that we record one episode a week, or if it's like Gundam, we do 2 episodes. And then I see it again when I'm editing it, and then I see it again another time when I'm writing down my notes and seeing things I missed the first time around. So you get my reaction in one episode, and then you get my thoughts, my actual thoughts, in the next episode before we watch the next thing. I think for a deeper show, or at least a more serious show, that's the way I should probably be handling it. So yeah, I just have a couple of thoughts to go through here, share with y'all. The most poignant thing about last episode is I think it felt like it started and it bookended on the sleepover motif, right? We have the fun sleepover antics at the very beginning where everyone's having fun, to experiencing the horrors of combat, and then we go back to the sleepover, but not in the same way. Like she goes in on the boys' crew where they were, I don't know, they were kind of doing some. It went from a sleepover to death in mourning, like in a day, to the point I feel like I'm disappointed in myself for not reaching or reacting to what's on screen as it happened due to the emotional whiplash I'm having from trying to keep up with that last thing. That's not me complaining about the show. The show is great. I love it. My mind has just slowed down after all these years. I sit and dwell on things that occur for far too long than I need to, and I end up playing a constant game of catch up to what's in front of me. Plus, to the show's credit, things happen fast and silent sometimes, in the real world, I mean. Smith's death was perfect for what it was meant to be. One moment his voice is there, and the next moment he's gone. No final scream, no explosion, no last words, just a palpable absence of Smith. I mean, the sleepover thought started and bookended the entire episode, as I just said. You had Norika's group and the boys both doing the sleepover thing. We know the boys were doing it because Smith came out to do the same shit Norika was. So when we see her approach the boys' sleeping quarters later, we get a foreshadowing of how the girls' group will take things if something should happen to one of them. It's a very somber scene. I mean, hell, my mind flashes back to that one mech with its head torn open and blood dripping down its side. We didn't get to see any of the combat, but the after effects we are constantly shown are all too real. I have no idea how Kasumi is going to reel Norika back in now. Not only has she gone behind her back twice to shit talk her out of a partnership, but she blatantly doesn't care about anything Norika is going through. The girl went from Norika's inspiration to a constant source of her disappointment. I mean, I get it. We are wallowing through a pit of depression here. Smith is dead, and we did nothing at all to save him. We didn't even fire our nuke. But friendship is just one thing you'd think would carry us through. And here's Kasumi, the person we're supposedly destined to pilot the Gunbuster with prepped to stab us in the back again. This episode is going to have to really pull out some real shenanigans to make this work. Because if you remember, it's the I can't remember the coach's name. The coach keeps saying, "You're gonna do it. Both of you are gonna do it together. I know it." I mean, in Norika's defense, though, she did lose 6 months of training to time dilation. And the other girl was like, she's like the master class. She doesn't need those 6 months. And we know Norika does. But granted, that was her fault for going against orders to board that ship. But I don't think anyone can morally blame her for trying to find her dad. On the topic of monsters, though, man, we are going some scary sci-fi shit now. These things nest in stars and devour them in swarms. Not only that, but they also seem to move in FTL, or at least fast enough to redshift, blue shift, right? They are like space locusts. Where actual locusts eat our food, these space locusts eat what we need to survive as well. It's a very scary concept. For some reason, it also reminds me of another anime, Gargantia on the Verdeus planet. Sorry, I never really picked up on how to say the planetary description thing. I never finished it anyway, so maybe it just got some inspirations here. I believe at the very beginning of the series, they're like fighting these giant monster creatures around a star or something. And it just, I don't know, something about that just really reminds me of this. I think I also mentioned during the last episode, it really reminded me of Voices of a Distant Star as well. So, I don't know if it went on to inspire other anime. You let me know. I'm sure there's going to be a whole long list. Coach said in the first episode to ignore her sensors, which is when she closes her eyes and pulled off the lightning kick. I have to imagine, seeing how real combat goes in the series, that was just a prelude to a Star Wars thing. You know, Luke ignoring the targeting computer using the Force. Beyond the sensors, Norika is essentially just sitting in a cramped, dark room where she'd be killed at any moment. So either there is a new type psychic power, or we are going to be chalking it up to instincts or a will to live or something. But if we are going to be ignoring the sensors, then something else has got to be up. Um, yeah, those were my thoughts having rewatched the last episode and just taking my time about it and doing the things I don't like to do when I'm watching it the first time, which is like pausing or, you know, taking a moment to consider anything. I like to get the emotional bursts first, and I know you can't tell that. The channel's name is fucking Stone Faced Reactions. I think we're all clear on where we stand when it comes to this. But but yeah, no, I can't wait to see some more. So I think without much more ado, let's hop on into it.
敵宇宙怪獣はおそらく銀河系の中心から来たと思われます。彼らは人類との接触以来、若い恒星を見
I
つけ
mean,
て
if
は
they exist in a
そこ
star, I
に
guess they can
卵
exist
を
in a
産みつけ
quasar.
増殖し急速にその勢力を拡大させているのです。彼らがこれまで取ってきた戦術パターンからその行動原理を引き出しその勢力図に当てはめてみると彼らの目標が分かりました。地球です。
太陽ではないのかね。
That's what you think, the sun,
恒星
right?
に卵を産むのは目的なんだろう。
彼らにとって恒星は単なる寄生星でしかありません。本当の目的は人類そのものを殲滅させることにあります。要するに我々が銀河系という生き物に湧いたバクテリアだとすれば彼らはそれを
But
発
why
見し
though?
破壊しに来た免疫抗体のようなものでしょう。
バカな。
そうですか。銀河系にとってみれば人間の活動による恩恵など何一つないんです。例えるなら我々人類は銀河に浮かぶゴミです。
Well, I mean, that's pretty dark. I'm hoping he's wrong, of course. So I would have assumed that they were going for soul as well.
のりこも行く？今日私ゴミ当番だから。あの子も暗くなったね。違う違う。お姉様に捨てられてもね。さっかりと。
Oh man, everybody knows, huh?
コーチと毎日ベッタベタでさ。今日もデュエットよきっと。まだできてんのあの二人。あなたたち本当にペアを回収しちゃったの？じゃあ私もデートに誘っちゃおっかな。もちろんのりこの方よ。
Does everybody think everybody's dating? I'm not against it. Just I guess they're all of that age.
遅いぞ。何をしている？
Oh, I thought she was exercising. I was just thinking maybe it was easier to, harder rather, to run against the treadmill.
ターンアップからブレーキオフまで3分以内でやってみろ。
Well, this is a different control system.
パターン終わり。
遅い。敵は3分もあれば火星から月まで来るぞ。
はい。
いいか高谷、一つ教えておく。自分を守れるのは自分だけだ。しかしそのために仲間を犠牲にすることは許されん。自分を守り、さらに仲間を救いたければそれだけの努力をしろ。
はい。
よし、C パターンまでをあと50回繰り返せ。
はい、コーチ。
Why is the genius mad? I thought you liked them.
どうしたの？こんなところで。みんなとアンドロメダ焼き食べに行ったんじゃないの？
Oh, is she not the genius? Is she,
私どんくさいから置いて
I
か
want
れ
to
ちゃ
call it
って。
Team Rocket. It's not Team Rocket. Whoever I called her from last time.
ずいぶんしごかれてるみたいね。私と勝負しない？
あなたと私じゃ全然試合になんないわよ。
私が負けるっていうこと？
Confused. Is it
何を
her?
言ってるの？
バカにしないで！あなたがコーチから新兵器用の特別訓練を受けてるってことぐらい知ってるわ。
あれは
ペアの解消もそのためのカモフラージュね。
まもなく電車が参ります。
I mean, that's gotta be double biting, right?
特訓の成果見せてよ。
The breakup's not a ruse. She's actually the most hurt by it. I'm sure she doesn't appreciate the thought that she would do something like that.
手加減はしないわ。いいわね。太田コーチは最初からノリコに決めていたんだ。
I guess my problem on recognition here is I'm not used to seeing her with the angry face.
ガンバスターのパイロットなんだ。
Truth be told, I'm used to seeing her naked when I
ユー
am
やみんなにどう思われても
in
やる
uniform.
しかないんだ。そう、スミスのために。
Yeah, please don't punch a hole through the ship again this time. What would a mech show be without PTSD?
あなた、ノリコをどうなさるおつもり？別に宇宙で決着をつけようとしただけよ。
I guess this is a real
そうに必要
juxtaposition.
なかったけど。ノリコに嫉妬？みっともないわね。あなたこそどうなの？コーチはノリコを選んだのよ。私たちじゃないわ。でも今度宇宙へ出たらあの子死ぬわよ。もっとも出られたらの話だけど。そうね。
死ぬ。 今度は私が。
You know, you'd hope that they would just be friends and want to protect her or help her or something. But it seems like it's all motivated by their own
なん
ambition.
だ聞きたいこととは。
いつまで高谷さんにあんなことをさせるおつもりですか？
終わるまでだ。すべてが。
ガンバスターは私に合わせて設計されたものです。あの子には少し酷じゃなくって。
Was it?
思い上がるのもいい加減にしろ。ガンバスターはお前たち二人で一つのマシン兵器だ。あいつの心配をする暇があったら自分を磨け。
思い上がっているのはあなたの方だわ。どうしてそう人を思い通りにできると考えられるのかしら。あなたの恨みを晴らす道具に作り上げられるのは私一人でたくさん。あの子は巻き込
I
む。
mean, I understand everyone's motivations, don't get me wrong.
これで失礼いたし
I
ま
just
す。
guess I'm just expressing my wish for what they would do.
今度宇宙へ出たらあの子はもう帰ってはきません。自分一人守れないものが他人を救うことができてコーチ。こぼれた水はもうコップへは戻りませんわ。
天野。
はい。
一つ言っておく。こぼれた水はまた汲めばいい。それだけだ。
Oh, take that, you sulky bitch.
本艦隊は3時間後最後の長距離ワープに入る。我々が今一番恐れているのは本艦隊が敵の追撃を受けることである。母性である我が太陽系
Get your feet off the console.
何としてでも避けなければならない。そのためこのワープはレーダーの使えない悪空間から直接太陽系内へワープアウトする。異例の措置である。
So the monsters have radar too?
敵に追跡されにくい。苦しい航海だったがみんなもよく耐えてくれた。到着時太陽系は2032年7月23日。うまくいけば右舷にハレー彗星が尾を引いているはずだ。静かに。最後の一仕事だ。気を緩めずに頑張ってもらいたい。以上だ。よーし。あともう
I guess when you take this assignment, you kind of just like gotta give up on any contact at home because everyone's gonna age well past you.
もうすぐ地球よ。スミスもついてきてるよね。地球に着いたらあなたのふるさとへ行くわ。そしてあなたのお母様にも会わな
Did y'all even talk about that?
そしてそして
You had like 4 conversations, right?
地球に着いたら
I mean, I know you attached to him pretty hard, but I don't
買い物よ買い物。この流行り
think you know anything about the guy.
でさ水着買って海行こうよ。海行こうよ。
ワープ開始30秒前です。
どうかね、ガンバスターは。
は、宿退路のチェックにもう少し時間がかかりそうです。
いやー、正直なところあれを使うこともなく無事地球へ帰りたいものだな。ま、期待しとるよ。
恐縮です。
艦長、第二加速に入ります。
I do love the layout of the bridge.
目的地太陽系を捉えました。
よし、バニシングモーター
It's
接続。
so retro.
ワープ開始10秒前。
Like they have papers over their desks and everything. Could be an office building.
ワープ開始。
ワープ開始。
Oh, you just know that thing has a little hand crank thing. Still looks like the Nadia engine as well. Or sorry, the Nautilus engine from Nadia. Oh, do you think the plank in the Nadia that had the year written on it was the year of the show? I don't know. Probably not. Sorry, I'm probably just saying the wrong shit. I mean, I guess if they're in subspace themselves,
照準は
構わん撃ちまくれ。非常事態発生。破空間において敵と遭遇。現在交戦中。総員第一種戦闘配置。
I say if they're in subspace themselves, and a living creature would have more of a sense of what's going on than your big ship.
他の艦も攻撃を受けてるのか。どうなんだ。
レーダーは全点真っ白です。破空間を出るまでは調べようがありません。全く何も。
Oh, jeez, I cracked the entire hull.
第三格の奥にプラズマン発生。
破空間を抜けます。
いかん。ワープアウトするな。奴らに地球の位置を知られる。ダメです。間に合いません。なんて。
If they're following you in subspace, man, they already know where you're fucking going. What the fuck is that? Is that like a whole group of them traveling in subspace?
後続の被害状況は。通常空間に出られたのは艦隊の約 12%。小型艦は全滅。そうか。
いや違います。味方は本艦とあと12艦のみ。残りの艦営は全て敵です。
So the vast majority of the human fleet has been destroyed already. What we need is some uplifting moments to make that middle thing more appropriate.
各部隊準備終わり次第発艦せよ。発艦後は直ちに艦隊直営に当たれ。
どうした。何をグズグズしてる。
リンダのマシン兵器、左のジャイロがいかれちゃって。
分かった。リンダは高谷のマシン兵器を使え。
はい。
高谷は艦内待機。
Yeah, depressing. Not even considered good enough to try and defend everybody.
Top 部隊およびコスモアタッカー発艦終了。工作員は永久損傷箇所の応急処置急げ。
菊池君、奴らの様子はどうだ。はあ、敵の艦営は22。うち主力と思われるものは
That was 22 ships?
で移動中。残り
It looked
は
like a fucking armada.
平行に進んでいます。よし、やるぞ、副長。目標、敵大型宇宙生物。雷撃戦用意。放射魚雷全艦装填。発射管開け。
了解。発射管開きます。
Amazing how unconcerned a lot of these people look.
誤差修正上下角3度。
各部発射準備よし。
全艦発射。
I'd say these things born in stars.
放射魚雷が命中してもまだ生きているなんて。
なんてやつだ。
敵小型生物多数。本艦に接近中。接触まであと20秒。
全訪問開け。応戦だ。
Oh, I love the mechanics of the laser fire.
これで23。また振るわ。しまった。
Oh man, are we start losing other main characters?
やっぱり宇宙へ出たら私死ぬのかな。だからコーチも私を降ろしたのかな。誰も私のこと。当たり前よね。私っていつも泣いてばかりだ。誰も帰ってこなくて 一人になっても
Well, I, of all people, are not going to judge you
そして
for this.
そしてこのまま死んじゃうのかな。リンダおのれ
I guess this is just one of those shows where if you were named for the very first time, that's it for you. Yeah, you better start. Something better happen. Something better change and quick.
スミス、あなたと一緒に今までの私は死ぬわ。そして今から生まれ変わる。もう泣かない。誰にも頼らない。自分の力で最後までやるわ。
Jesus Christ.
完備損傷2番砲機大破
Yeah, the main ship is about dead.
第三環境大破重々母さんより入電我操舵不能我操舵不能
敵の親玉はドイツだ
Ramming speed? Are we ramming speed?
目測で距離1万2000ですエンジンを臨界まで上げておけいよいよとなれば本艦ごとやつにぶつける艦長
Yeah, it's us or the human race. Pick.
艦長
なんだ
第7ハッチが開いています
何
I love it. I love it that we pulled a all or nothing moment. And I'm only even just now thinking that Gurren Lagann requires 2 pilots too.
現状で10分は動きます。
しかし悪魔即戦闘は無理だ
いざとなればぶつけるまでです。
高谷目標はあくまで敵の主力だザフには目もくれるな
コーチ。はい。
I mean, what are you arguing against, Captain? You were gonna ram it. This thing would have been destroyed in the ram too. Oh, you got a lot of good theme song.
何あれガンバス
Are you just gonna cool fly your way? You were told to ignore the small fry. Oh wow, I didn't know the size difference. I think there's a beast compared to all the little ones.
巡洋艦フェルミオン自陣残るは本艦とガンバスターのみかガンバスターはどうか
敵主力と交戦中苦戦しています
This feels like Amuro learning not to waste his shots. I feel like Witch from Mercury also kind of pulled from this. Oh, you do care. Oh, was that the coach shedding a tear? And use the last of your strength to shoot it? Yeah! Also, did the One Punch Man Season 1 last boss get his inspiration from Gunbuster? Because that looks a hell of a lot like the same face. I don't know, it has a shield.
レーダー回復します。敵艦隊の姿が見えません。太陽系外に退避していきます。いました。ガンバスターです。
Target remains, sir. Target remains. Ah, this song should have been playing during the victory punch. She's quick to forgive, too. I swear that looks like the intergalactic pirate at the end of One Punch Man. I heard you song. I heard what you said there. Alright, I'm feeling it. We're getting there. We're getting to a Gurren Lagann moment. What the fuck is at the head of that thing? Are they like following an asteroid or something towards Earth? Ooh, is that the Ixalan? Not the ship that they're on. That ship. Are they like following its trail or something? I don't know. The gas cloud behind it comes from somewhere, right? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe the science thing after. This will be the first episode where well, no, this will be the second episode we actually remember to watch the science thing along with this and not attach it after the fact. So yeah, no, this feels like the first time that we're getting an episode that, whatever I would describe as Gurren Lagann could have gotten its source from this, right? This is the get stabbed. I guess the biggest thing I'm thinking right now is like Kenpachi from Bleach, right? When I'm trapped in the silent, dark dimension or whatever. Get stabbed so I know where my enemy is so I can stab him back. That kind of thing. And the fact that we were so down that, what was it, 88% of the fleet has been destroyed. They're on the edge of Earth. If we let anybody go, they're gonna know where to go to wipe us all out. And then the least assuming person takes control of the unfinished Gunbuster and wins the day. I know it's trite, but I mean, I still love it. Lightning a geek. That's funny. Cause I can't tell if that's a joke or not. I'm assuming it's not because of the way early Gainax produced its shit and was so on the fly and like unprepared, seemingly for everything that they did. That feels honest and true. But the fact that we know that it goes Gunbuster and then Diebuster, right? So we know that they had time to plan for a next season as well. Which I guess then implies that they didn't finish everything up here. By which I mean win the day or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I hate the beginning, or I don't hate the beginning. I'm upset that I didn't recognize our Soviet genius, and then that she pulled a fight. But I do love the fight subversion that Norika just didn't like. Ha, I've been trading, so instantly my personality's been changed. No, she's still scared and still mournful of Smith and the fact she could do nothing for him, which then just leads into an easy to understand roller coaster of everybody else reacting to it, and it's perfectly fine. It's great. At the same time, I love that we finally got her into the namesake mecha, and she did everything that she had to do. It's great. I think I've said before that I don't have a lot of pickup thoughts here at the end of these episodes, mostly because I'm still reeling from whatever happened or trying to interpret with my slow ass brain what I've just seen. But I mean, that was an action ending, and I really appreciate. I'm sure, given a bit of time, I'm gonna be like, how dare they suddenly choose to like her rather than liking her and trying to help her before? Whatever. I'm letting that go for right now. I enjoyed it. Now let's get on to learning a science lesson or being told science at us for 2 minutes and see if we pick anything up.
トップを狙え科学講座。どうも、高谷です。天野です。さて、
Okay,
大
learn
好
about
評
the
の科学
monsters.
講座、その第4回は私たちの戦っている相手、宇宙怪獣についてです。高谷さん、彼らについて何を知っているの？はい、ルクシオン艦隊に続き、エクセリオン艦隊まで全滅させた人類の天敵です。そ
Luxion.
れで、
That's what I meant to say before.
あ、そうだ、図で説明します。まずこれが人間、2メートル足らずですね。中央にあるのが 1.1 メートルのフレーム、これを10倍にします。これがマシン兵器 RX7、
Which is the
さ
normal
らに
sized
10倍に
one.
して、これが兵隊と呼ばれる格闘用生物。彼らは母体から離れると一定時間で死んでしまいます。横にあるのはガンバスターの一部、さらに5倍。これがガンバスターです。かっこいい。まるで20世
Tokyo
紀
Tower?
末のアニメゲッピーロボみたいですね。よく知ってるわね、高谷さん。まるでオタクみたい。
Of course, she knows
そうだ、
anime. It's
私
cute.
古いアニメや特撮ものって大好きなんですよ。宇宙船やアニメージは創刊から揃えています。すご
I've
いな、
never seen the
高
show
谷
she
さ
was
ん。
talking about, though, so.
そこでまた20倍。エクセリオンと14巻クラスの怪獣、さらに100倍します。これが確認されている中では一番大きい
Oh, we
母
haven't
艦
seen
ク
one
ラ
of
ス
those
と呼ば
before.
れている怪獣です。
すごいわね。この怪獣たち不気味だけれど綺麗ね。宇宙最
It's
強
like
の
the
生
Doom
物だから
machine from
警
Star
戒色を放
Trek.
っているのね。
まるでウルトラ PS の鳥獣みたいですね。
高谷さんは宇宙一のオタクね。
ところでお姉様、変だと
I
思
don't
い
know
ま
that
せん？
show either,
ま
though.
だコーチが出てこないの。
甘いぞ高谷。
コーチ、私はここよ。お姉
Ah,
様。
that's great.
いいか高谷、相手の姿、形、大きさに惑わされるな。お前たちには努力と根性とバスターマシンがある。
それじゃまた。バイバイ。
嘘。
Oh, yeah, I love the idea of Coach being described as Kazumi. Just a funny little addition there. I was taken aback because I do watch sometimes those scale videos, like largest, smallest to largest mecha in anime, or size of stars in the universe, that sort of thing. So I like getting a size of relative human to largest monster. And I mean, even the Gunbuster itself made a human look like a little dot on the thing. And then the ships, our main ship, the Luxion, or sorry, the Exilion, made the Gunbuster look like a dot. And then it was barely even a dot compared to the size of the mothership. So it's like, Jesus. But I imagine, since the Gunbuster, which was a dot by comparison to the size of the flagship we saw this episode, still managed to blow that thing up, that a completed Gunbuster with 2 pilots is going to be able to do it no problem. I'm assuming that because, again, Gurren Lagann took cues from this, and we have 2 episodes left here. So either it's going to happen here or it's going to happen in a sequel. I don't know. Just that's my expectation. I also appreciate this was a science episode that one was just measurements, which I can follow that pretty easy, and 2 didn't throw everything out at a mile a minute, so I was able to fairly keep up. But yeah, that has been today's episode. I will hit you back up, I guess, within 24 hours in another recording cycle with my thoughts, my real deeper thoughts on this episode. And with the next one, hopefully they finished the storyboarding. Hopefully they didn't pull a Nadia Island arc thing where they just they let whoever wrote anything that day go ahead. Because, God, those were just the worst episodes, and I expect better from this show because it has been so pleasantly surprising me the whole way. I expected one thing, and I got more than I expected. Anyway, this has been Theta. It's been another Stone Faced Reactions. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?